Hi guys, welcome to another HIIT class. Happy weekend. We're gonna start with a small dynamic warm-up and then we're gonna go for some exercises, 6 exercises, back to back. Each exercise we're gonna perform for 1 minute and then we're gonna repeat the same circuit for 3 times. So let's get set. So I'm going to start with a dynamic warm-up. From here, let's lunge back and then twist to the same side of the front knee, control back up. Two more. Good. Hinging. Focus on taking your hips back, soften the knees, feel the stretch in the hands, and then lock at the top. One more. Good. From here, elbow to knee. Keep going. One more. All right. Hold here and then twist. Pivot with the foot. Try to rotate from the hips. Keep your arms close to your body when you lower down. One more, and then let's switch. Twist. Don't forget to pivot with the foot. One more. Squat position. Try to reach as far as possible without bending the knees. Squat down, chest up, back straight. One arm, opposite arm, all the way up. So all the way down without bending the knees. Squat, keep your hips pressed down. Alright, keep it up. I'm gonna warm the wrist a bit. So I'm gonna crisscross my fingers. Keep my elbows a bit close to each other. And then small rotations. Feeling every angle of the wrist. And let's go to the opposite side. Alright, good. Now from here, wrists together as like a magnet. So imagine there's a magnet here. From here, I'm going to push my thumb forward, push my arms forward. Make sure that back of my paws is touching each other. When I'm pushing forward, return back. Keep them close to each other. And then I'm gonna keep my elbows together and open the ear. So one more time. Thumbs forward, push your arms forward. Keep back of the palms together, return back, and up. Here. One more. Push forward, return. Stop here. Now I'm gonna the opposite side. So back, forward. Keep the wrist together, open here, extension the wrist. So back, push forward, opposite, palms facing each other, wrist open all the way, elbows close to each other. One more. All right. Now warm up the shoulders. So from here, external rotation, internal rotation of the shoulder blades, or actually just the shoulders. Keep a straight line. Make sure the arch of the lower back is reduced, bracing your core, squeezing your glutes, working only the shoulders. Internal rotation, hold here, keep your elbows up, bring your arms all the way, opposite, arms touching lower back, exhale, elbows forward. Stick your chest out without arching, wide shape behind your back, and then externally rotate forward. So here, internal rotation, hold, elbows up, arms back, touch the lower back, exhale, elbows forward. Back, Y shape strong, and then exhale, external rotation. Last one. All right. Okay, the first exercise, I'm gonna perform a single leg deadlift, but with a twist. So I'm basically rotating my pelvis and my torso. So I'm gonna perform one in front of you. So from here, I'm gonna soften the knee, make sure my back leg is straight, toes pointing down, arms here. When I reach this position, I'm gonna twist, hold, control back, back forward. So hinge, 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 hold, twist with the pelvis, rotate with the torso, hold, control back, and then forward. If you feel you need something, you can perform it next to a wall, so you can help. It can help you when you lose your balance. So I'm gonna go for 30 seconds on one side and then alternate. All right. So here, hinge, 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 stop, rotate, control back, all the way up. You can even go for high knee. Hinge, keep the front knee soft, rotate, back, and then up. Gonna twist, alternate, hinge, hinge, stop, rotate, control back, and then knee up. All right. Gonna perform crunches to hollow reach. So I'm gonna be on the mat. So from here, gonna start here, crunch, then all the way reach. So crunch, all the way reach. For 30 seconds, then after 30 seconds, I'm gonna go for dead bugs. Good. From here, dead bugs. So 90-90. Gonna start extending one leg forward, follow with the opposite arm back. Control back to center. Start with the leg, follow with the opposite arm. Make sure always your toes pointing up. Hold here. 1 second, then control up. All right. We're gonna rest for 10-20 seconds and we're gonna go for plank walk. So as a start with a walk, I'm gonna be wide with the feet, narrow with the arms. You're gonna start with moving one arm, opposite leg, one arm, opposite leg. There you go. Make sure you're in a straight line from head to toe. Hold here, arm raise. So make sure you're wide with the feet, raising your core, squeezing your glutes. One straight line from head to toe. Lift your arm, control it back, wrist under shoulders. And relax. Target the legs. We're gonna go for lateral lunges, but in a split lunge position. So from here, I'm gonna lunge, sit back. I can twist with the toes, feeling the stretch here, control back to center. Switch to the floor and do leg lifts. So from here, arms here, and lift up for 30 seconds. And rest. Okay, push up to rotation. When you rotate, try to rotate from the upper part of the spine. So from here, I'm gonna go for push up. From here, I'm gonna rotate. Control back down. Push up, rotate. So try to rotate from the upper part of the spine. More seconds. When you feel tired, you can land on your knees and continue with the push-up. That's it, and you can rest. Alright, we're gonna go for glute bridge for 30 seconds and glute march. All the way light on your back. Heels close to your glutes. Lift your hips up. Control down. So either you can go with both legs or you can go one leg at a time. But either ways, focus on squeezing at the top rather than hyperextending with the lower back. Make sure toes pointing straight and your knees, or actually your ankle, is under your knee. Alright, from here, keep your hips up, glute march, control down. So I'm squeezing all the way, I'm gonna bring my knee all the way to my chest, control it slowly down. Make sure your leg not dropping down, controlling it all the way down. My palms facing up, so I'm not using any, I'm not engaging my arms with the movement, so I'm just depending only on my hips and my glutes. Alright, second movement, I'm gonna go for bear walks. So in a bear crawl position, I'm gonna move opposite limbs, take short steps, try not to move my hips that much. So that's working your core, your back, and challenging you for stability and balance. So go for short strides. So you keep your knees close to the floor. Every time you step, exhale. Try to keep your knees close to the floor. So it's a simple but hard movement. So take your time with it. Every time you step, exhale, reset. Make sure your wrists under your shoulders, knees under hips, in a way that you're not swinging too much with the hips. Alright, and the last exercise, we're gonna go for crab reach. So in this position here, wide feet, hold here, extend, hyperextension. When you reach your peak, place your arms back. My shoulders and external rotation. Make sure you're always looking at your arm, holding your arm so you keep a straight line, and control back. So if you see me from this side, wrist under shoulders, my shoulders in external rotation, feet wide, look in my arm, hyperextension, reaching back. Control slowly down. Up, 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 hold, extend back. One more. And rest. So we're gonna rest for a minute, then we're gonna go from the top. Same exercises. Alright, so deadlift, rotation, controlling back, all the way up. Single leg hinge. Alright, let's switch. All right. So crunches to hollow reach. Let's get set. All the way, like supine back, crunch, hollow. From here, dead bug. Start with the leg, follow the opposite arm, control back to center. So that's how you stabilize the deep muscle in lower back and challenge your core at the same time. Make sure always your lower back is touching the mat. Hold 1 second here, control back to center. Keep your feet in a 90 degree. Okay. All right, plank walks. Let's get set. Make sure you're in a straight line from head to toe. Narrow arms, wide feet. Start with the arm, follow the opposite leg. Arm, opposite leg. From here, wide feet, raising your core, squeezing your glutes, arm raise, control it back, wrist under shoulders. So when you're doing the arm raise, try not to swing too much with the hips. You can do that by bracing your core and squeezing your glutes. All right, let's switch to split lateral lunges. Toes a bit pointing out. Lunge, lunge, sit back as if you're squatting. Control back, all the weight is back in the glutes and the quads. The twist with the foot gives you more stress in the hands. So this way you load the front quad and then you stretch the opposite leg. You can even do it without the pivoting. Alright, let's come here. Leg raise. Here, brace your core, lift. Try not to swing too much with the upper body. Keep your elbows locked. If that's hard, place your arms back and then you do it back. Okay. So we're going to do the push-up with the rotation. Remember the rotation is from the upper spine, from the thoracic spine. So wide feet. Make sure in a straight line, bracing your core, squeezing your glutes. Push, then rotate. Slowly back. right. Glute bridge to glute march. So here's close to your glutes, toes pointing straight, palms facing up. Lift your hips, slowly push it down. Make sure your knees stay straight line with your toes. So it's not coming here, staying a bit pulled out and in line for the toes. All the way up, take your feet back, foot back, control it back. Knees all the way back while keeping your hips up. Focus on returning with control and not dropping your foot down. Your ankle will land under your knee. Toes pointing straight. With control. So, with the bear crawls, as a start, I need you to first make sure your feet, or actually your arms, are shoulder width apart. Your knees is under your belly button. So that's your start. From here, you're gonna inhale from your core. So let's focus on the shoulder blades. So the shoulder blades, I need you to squeeze them back and up, feeling your midpoint here. Same thing with the lower back. Arch, back and forth, and find this neutral arch in the lower back. Now from here I'm gonna lift like an inch, or actually just a bit, so I can slide just a small piece of paper under my knee. So I'm gonna set here. Now from here I'm gonna start by taking small steps. So I'm just moving the opposite limbs. I'm gonna reset every time I step. So don't go fast. Focus on every step. When you're walking, make sure you're not swinging too much with the hips. That's how you brace your core, squeeze your glutes, and try to reduce the swinging. So let's do it.
Starting session.
I'm gonna set here. Stride. Try to exhale every time you step. Back. Right. So with the crab reach, same thing. I'm just gonna take you through some key points here so you don't injure yourself while doing that. So I'm gonna start here, wide feet. Same thing, I'm gonna find my midpoint. I'm gonna go back and forth and find the midpoint here. From here, I'm external rotating my shoulders as like I'm corkscrewing my hand into the floor. And I'm chest up, shoulders down. I'm looking straight. So I'm not looking at my legs, looking straight here. From here, keep looking at your arm. Hyperextension all the way. When you reach your peak, take your arms back. Arms here, slowly lower down. Control, always make sure your shoulders in external rotation. All right, let's do it. Up, 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 up. Let's switch. Wide feet. Start here. Hyperextension. Reach down. Extra rotation here. Control slowly back. All right. Let's go for 1 minute break. And I still have 1 round. Shit. Are you kidding me? Shit. All right, single leg. Rotate, control, all the way up. Switch. So just challenge your balance here. Go slow. Use something to hold you when you losing your balance. That will help you get a feel of where your hips is out and when it's square. So this way, when you're doing hinging, you focus more on keeping your hips square so you know the difference when it's rotated or not. Alright, we're gonna switch to crunches. Start here, crunch, all the way to reach. Exhale every time you crunch. Alright, arms here, start with the leg, follow the opposite arm, control back to center. Alright.
We stand together, united as one. Forward on we go, facing friend and foe.
All right, plank walks.
We have no time for that. If
Get
we
set.
make mistakes, we are lost. We are lost.
All right, and then arm raise. So go wide with the feet, brace your core, squeeze your glutes.
We are lost.
All right. Split squat or
We stand together,
in a lunge position, static lunge.
forward on we go.
And I'm gonna go lunge,
Friend and foe.
laterally,
We will know what it is. We have no time for
go
that.
back to center.
If we make mistakes, we are lost. We are lost.
Switch back here, and go for leg lifts. Hold here, lift.
We are lost. We are lost.
All right.
We stand together, united as one. Forward on we go, facing friend and foe. We will never
Okay, push up to rotation.
that. If we make mistakes, we are lost.
You can land on the knees, keep going. Push up, all the way to rotation. Lead with the chest, rotate. All right. Glute bridge. Hips up. Squeezing at the top, controlling slowly down. If you have a dumbbell or anything, you can place it here so it makes it harder. You have more challenge. Squeeze at the top, slowly control down. All right. march. So all the way to chest, slowly control it back. Don't let your leg drop, and don't let your hips drop. Okay. All right, back to bear walks. Set here. Okay. Gonna finish with a crab reach. Let's alternate. All right. Good job. We're gonna finish with a 90-90 position and try to loosen up the hips. So I'm gonna start from here, 90. Place my arms here, making sure my shoulders are square in front of me. 90 with the feet. That's fine. If you feel like that's too much bothering you, you can bring it forward or backward. Just feel where you're relaxed, but try to reduce the arch of the lower back. Keep your chest up, shoulders square, and try to float over the front thigh, keeping your back straight. So don't do this. Keep your back straight and then just float over the front thigh. Control back up. One more. From here, try to reach towards the back ankle without lifting the front knee. So both arms are going towards the back foot, controlling back. Last one. Okay, we're gonna switch. Here, same thing. Arms here, float over. That's working the external rotation of the front foot or the front hip, and then internal rotation here, trying to reach back. One more. Good, let's loosen up the hips, arms back. Try to lift this knee up without moving the front knee. Reaching your end range here. Then slowly shift to the opposite side. 90 to this side. Same thing, start with here, pivot with the foot. Gonna go for 2 more. Now taking my arms here. Last one.
We're skanking the rave. Roll with cold, no shams in the rave. Crowd go mad when the baseline drops. It's a vibes in thing. I'm skanking the rave. We're skanking the rave.
All right. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed today's session. I wish you a happy weekend. Take care and see you next week.
We're skanking the rave.